Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. Thank you so much for the love on the last two videos, especially my quit my job, what have I done? You've all been so amazing and the messages of support have been incredible. So in today's video, I am making, finally, the oceans, the summer oceans are coming back. I am making a surfboard bottle opener that will be a fridge magnet to go on my fridge, and with some hidden magnets at the bottom which will catch all of the bottle tops when they fall. So these bottle openers are a kit. I'm going to link them down below. I got them from Amazon. I got a pack of 10 and they came in silver and then this brushed bronze. Absolutely stunning. Now we already have one of these on our fridge and I just wanted to make one. So this is not my original idea. I stole it from the one that we already have on our fridge, and you would have seen me use these magnets in previous videos. These magnets are so strong. I'm going to be using a lot of these to A, make sure it sticks to my fridge, and B, make sure that it catches those bottle tops as they fall. Let's go. So if you are putting wood and resin together, you really need to seal the wood. I'm going to be sealing 2 coats. I'm using my white gesso and a combination of these blue paints to give a gradient kind of ombre effect in the ocean, and also the gold for the sand. I'm then using a combination of inks and pigments and mica powders from Resin 8 and the Colour Cottage. I'm also using this. Never used this before with my ocean waves. This is meant to really give you some nice cell action. Then I'm using sand, a combination of seashells for the design as well. So the first thing I'm going to do is give this a coat of the gesso. Now this was £5 from the works. Other gessos are available. I just find this really thick. It's so thick, it's almost like paste. But yeah, just make sure you've gone around and you've done your sides as well. Then I left that around about an hour to dry and I went onto the board with my acrylic paints, starting with dark blue at the top, working my way down to white. Now this is optional. The reason I'm doing this is A, it is the second primer, it's the second layer of primer instead of doing 2 coats of gesso, but also B, if there's any transparency in the resin, you won't just see the white gesso and you won't just see the wooden board underneath. So yeah, that's why I go with the ocean colours. Also gives me an idea of where I want it. The gold for the beach, check it out, check out my editing. Oh, I will get better, guys, I will get better. Frog tape, I should have done this before I painted, but we live and learn. Frog tape is the best masking tape for me that I've found. Works well with resin, so, and wood. So if you're putting resin on wood, then I fully recommend frog tape. So safety first, you'll see I've got my gloves and I've got my mask. Resin 8 Inky Depths. This is one of my newest pigments, and yeah, I swapped it out. I was going to go with a different mica powder, but then I saw this sitting there and thought, actually, Inky Depths kind of makes sense, dark deep ocean. So yeah, I'm going to use this colour, and it is it's a stunning dark blue. I then just gorgeous, I went ahead and I mixed up some Seaside Blue from the Colour Cottage, and then I went and mixed into that, so you'll see afterwards I'm kind of getting ahead of myself, but I only go with 3 colours at this point. The white is for the ocean waves, and then I'm going to add some Cell Creator. The instructions say 1 or 2 drops for your resin. I feel like I put 2 drops in, didn't mean to, but I put 2 drops in to a very tiny minimal amount of resin, and I think it was just a little bit too much. I have managed to create cells without using Cell Creator, so whether or not I would use it again, I'm not sure. Well, I probably will, because there's quite a big bottle. At this point, you really do need to make sure your surface is level, otherwise your ocean is just going to run off. My surfaces are not level. We live in an old house and they're never going to be level, but I have just propped it up with a little cocktail stick. So here you see me just adding those colours as the ocean gets lighter towards the shore. I'm just adding the colours, and then towards the beach I added the clear. In hindsight, what I'm doing right now, in hindsight, I would have more blue towards the sand, because I found the ocean waves, it was a bit hard to actually see them. They didn't show up as much because the background was white. And this is, I love this part. Just blending it with your hands, you get the most stunning reflective qualities from that mica powder. I just love it. So this is my huge heat gun. You don't see this often. This is the heat gun that comes out for my ocean waves. It has a very hot heat, but it's a slow one. So you see the other heat gun where I use it to get rid of bubbles and stuff. That's too powerful for ocean waves. So you want this kind of gun that doesn't push out hard, if that makes sense. It's not a strong air coming out. Am I making sense? I don't know, I'm just rambling. But yeah, it's basically a very, very soft hot air coming out, and that gives you, it's just easier to maneuver and get your ocean waves. Now, I have done better ocean waves. I will definitely link those videos for you here if you want to see other ocean waves that I've done. Now I can see that that cell creator is definitely working. It is splitting my white line both sides. Now I prefer doing my waves on the edge, so on the right hand side of the screen, as the resin touches the beach. I like that. Trying to do mid-ocean waves, I find that hard. I don't get the same sort of effect. But look at this, I absolutely love it. This is where I decided I love it so much, I'm gonna potentially ruin it and put too much white. I wanted a clean white line against the beach, and I don't know if it was the cell creator just really spreading it out more than I'm used to. Having said that, I absolutely love it. I still love it. It still looks oceany. As long as it looks oceany, I'm happy. At this point, I'm putting some resin on the beach area. This is going to get covered in sand. You can do this first, but I decided to do it after because then I find waves hard. If I've already put the sand down, I find waves hard. Look at this. I mean, you could if you wanted to. In hindsight, again, hindsight is amazing. I would have probably glued all four down separately using super glue before I covered them in sand, so that's a lesson learned. And there was no point in me taking them off at that point because, yeah, it's just too messy, and I figured the more magnets the better, it'll work better. So this is around about 8 hours later. I'm doing a second coat because I want resin to go on top of that bottle opener. So for the second coat, I'm actually using Let's Resin alcohol inks. I've got those two stunning colours, the blue and the ocean, oh my goodness me, ocean green. I absolutely love these colours. So again, I'm going in with the darker, and using the transparent inks allows you to see the depth. So then you've got this double layered ocean and you can see straight through to the waves that were created below. So honestly, I would say, like I said, I've done better oceans, but if you haven't done oceans and you want to do oceans, I would say just have a play, because honestly they are so fun to watch and see the way they just evolve and develop. And I could do oceans all day long. I am not gonna lie. The fact that we are now in summer and I am finally bringing out my ocean resin just as YouTube is getting filled up with autumn home decor videos. I am never going to be on trend, guys. I'm always going to be late. There's just no denying it. I can't do autumn videos in July. I just can't. Even though I did the Christmas one, but that's okay. That's allowed. So yeah, I feel like I'm always behind. I'm always late because I just concentrate on doing things I love instead of doing what's on trend, if that makes any sense at all. Anyway, back to the video. Here you see me doing the second layer, and at this point I got a little bit more free with the white. I thought we'll get some texture, we'll get some patterns out there in the ocean, and yeah, it will work out. It will work out. So you see that the wave near the beach now, I'm gonna start blowing that out, and this is my favorite part, when you see those cells being created and they literally look like, yeah, that happened. honestly guys, one day. So yeah, I got too close to that ocean wave by the beach, forgetting I've put 4 strong magnets down, which grabbed hold of my heat gun. And you would think my first thought would be to turn the heat gun off. No, no, my right hand didn't even turn the heat gun off. So my left hand was getting burnt as I was trying to remove it from the magnets. But don't do what I do, okay? Be safe. Here you see me just spreading that sand, so I've added a tiny bit of resin to a lot of sand to cover those magnets and create my beach. Now, like I said, you can do this before. I would say most resin oceans I've seen done, including my own, the sand goes down before the ocean. I just felt like in this instance it was going to be easier for me to do the sand after, because I needed to cover those magnets up so that no one could see them. But yeah, here we are, just adding some mini shells. Now I am very aware at this point that the magnets are still visible. I felt like they became more visible as the project went on, and I can go back at any time and cover those up. It's really not a problem. I had some leftover resin and I don't like leftovers, so I figured just throw it on and see what happens and create some interesting patterns, and I love it. Now I do have quite a lot of drip off here. Just to let you all know, I do save my drip off. I have got a drawer full of drip off that at some point in the future I will use, or if anyone out there is really interested in resin jewellery and wants to create something with it, listen, call me. I will post you the resin drip off, because it is literally just sitting in my drawer. So this is 24 hours later. It is fully cured, which is why I do not have gloves on. Somebody mentioned this in a recent video and I had to explain that it actually had gone past 24 hours, so I didn't feel like I needed gloves for safety. And I'm just going to paint the back in black just to smarten it up. You can see how easily as well that masking tape took the pieces off. Oh, dream. Now, we get onto the magnets. I used my Gorilla Glue super glue to glue these magnets on the back. 3 at the top, 3 at the bottom, and here it is on my fridge. Are you wait? Look, check it out, check it out. Ready? Yay! It worked. It worked, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the 4th attempt. I did a happy dance. It was the 4th attempt. So I am not sitting here saying that it worked first time. It did not work first time. That was the 4th attempt. So the magnets could be stronger. I cannot lie. I will probably put 1 or 2 more magnets and cover them up properly with more sand for it to really serve a purpose and do the job I want it to do. So there you have it. It's not utterly perfect, but I love the look of it. I absolutely adore it. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and thank you so much if you've lasted this long. It's 13 minutes. I appreciate you all very much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.